Hello student, how are you all? Today in this video we are going to start chapter number 21 of grammar, and the name of chapter is degrees of comparison. Student, from 3rd standard onwards you are learning degrees of comparison. You know all the adverbs and adjectives has three forms: positive, comparative and superlative. So in this chapter we are going to see about that three forms: base form, comparative and superlative, how they are formed and what all are the words or prefixes and suffixes are used for making the comparative forms. So let's see the chapter number 21, degrees of comparison, adverbs and adjectives. Adjectives and adverbs can have the three forms that indicates the comparison or of the quantity or a quality they represent. Okay, so adjectives and adverbs, all the adjectives and adverbs has a three base forms, that is basic form or a positive form or comparative form and superlative form, and this shows that their quantity or a quality whatever they represents. Through this comparison we'll come to know. Okay, look at the following examples here. See, here table is given to us. In that we have three columns. First is for positive or base form, second is comparative forms, and third is for superlative forms. Okay, if the adjective soft, then what will be the comparative form? You know, first let us understand what is comparative. When you want to compare any one person, place, thing or whatever with more than one person, when there is a comparison between two, okay, then it is comparative form. When the comparison is more than two or more than its people, then it is superlative form. Okay, if it is two, comparison between two person, two thing, two place, it is comparative form. If it is more than 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever the number is, then it becomes superlative forms. Okay, so if the adjective is soft, if the positive form is soft, then comparative form will be softer and superlative form will be softest. Here for comparative we had added er, and for superlative we had added est. Then strong, stronger, strongest, but good, better, best. Okay, here you can see in the first two adjectives we had used er and est, but in third one good we had used better and best, means they has totally new words. Okay, some adjectives can be formed by adding er and est, while some are having their own different base or word. Okay, then for careful, more careful, most careful. Okay, see, when the word consists of one vowel, then we use more and most for them: careful, more careful, most careful. Okay, then fast. Now adverb, if the adverb is fast, then faster, fastest, strongly, most strongly, soon, sooner, soonest. Okay, so these were some of the base forms, comparative forms and superlative forms of adjectives and adverbs. See, the base form does not make any comparison. Okay, soft, good, careful, fast, strongly, these all were the base form, positive forms, means there is no comparison at all, they are as it is. Then in the comparative forms, compare two people, object, place or an action. Okay, as I said earlier, in comparative degree there is a comparison between two person, object, place, action. Okay, want to compare with two things, two person, we use comparative degree. Then the superlative forms compares more than two people, objects, place, action, etc. Okay, if it is more than 2, 3, 4, whatever. Okay, if there is more than two people, two place, two actions, we use superlative form. Okay, so positive form or a base form, comparative form and superlative form. Comparisons of adjectives. Next topic. See, Comparative and superlative forms of most adjectives are formed by adding the suffixes er and est to the base form. See, when you want to make the comparative, when the word is in positive form and you want to make it when to make it comparative and superlative, then we use the suffixes er and est. For example, thick is the base form, then we will use er for comparative form, thicker, and est for superlative form, thickest. Okay, so by adding er and est suffixes er and est to the base form of a word, it becomes comparative and superlative. Okay, wide, wider, widest, clever, cleverer, cleverest. Okay, see, a single consonant end at the end of some words is doubled in the comparative or superlative form. See, there are some words which ends with the single consonant word, then it will be doubled. See, for example, big, then in comparative form it will be bigger, bigger. Superlative will be bigest, biggest. Okay, sad, sadder, saddest, double D. Okay, so when the single consonant ends with some word will be doubled. Then second one rule, in base words ending in a consonant followed by y, then y will change into I before er and est. Okay, in the basic word, when the base form of word ends with consonant and followed by y, then that y will be changed into y. For example, angry ends with y, then y will change into it is for a consonant followed by y, so y will be changed by I. So angry spelling ANGRIER, angerer, angerest. Okay, pretty, prettier, prettiest. Okay, so y will change into I. Rule number 3, if the base words ends in the silent e, this e is dropped before adding er and est. See, when the word already ends with e and that e is silent, then we will drop out that e. For example, true, true, here e is silent, so we will remove that e, and superlative form will be, comparative form will be truer, truer, truest, truest. Here er and est is added and the base form of e was there in the word is removed, pure, purer, purest. The same rule applied to the base words ends with double e. Okay, when the word ends with double e, then also same rule will be applied. Means if the e is silent, e will be dropped out and er and est will be added. FREE, free. Here last e is silent, so we'll drop out that e and fear, fiercest. Okay. Now, irregular forms of comparison. Okay, next topic, irregular forms of comparison. Means in regular form we had seen we use er and est, but in irregular form, some comparative and superlative have the set forms and are not followed by adding er and est. Okay, that is irregular form, means they don't have a regular pattern of er and est, but they has their own sets of words, means they don't follow er, est, they follows their own new words. For example, good, better, best, many, more, most. Okay, so they don't follow er and est. Okay, it will not be a good, gooder, goodest, but it will be good, better and best, means they has their own set of forms or sets of words. This is called irregular forms of comparison. Now, comparisons by adding more and most. See, adjectives that consist of one or two syllables used from the comparative and superlative by adding er and est. Adjectives that have three or more syllables usually needs more and most to form their comparative and superlative forms. Okay, see, adjectives that contains of two syllables. Syllables means one vowel, single vowel. Okay, the word ends with single vowel, then that will be followed by er and est, But if the adjectives have 3 or more than that vowels, then we use more and most for them. Okay, for example, see a base form with a single syllables, here kind and wish, they are single syllables word. Then kinder, kindest, wisher, wishest. Now base form with a double syllables. Okay, see when it is for single syllables, double syllables, we use er and est. Tide, tidier, tidiest. Lovely, lovelier, loveliest. Angry, angrier, angriest. Okay, now the base form with 3 or more than that syllables. Okay, when the syllables means the vowels are 3 or more than that, we use more and most. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Careful, more careful, most careful. Effective, more effective, most effective. Okay, then this was the chapter. Hope you all got it. So students, exercise part will be sent to you in PDF form, and next chapter we will see in the next video. Thank you.